thought of something I wanted to intro, but I don't remember.
You better get to mustering it up, buddy
I
boy.
don't remember.
It's your turn.
Yeah, we're really close to that. And we're matching.
Hey, I don't mind.
We are. Me and Logan's twinning. Real good.
I didn't get the memo.
You didn't get to do what?
I didn't get the memo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time we'll make sure you get cut in. I know you're usually left on the short end.
Okay. Already, here we go.
So, how was y'all's this week? I'm always the one to ask the question.
You are.
Yes.
And you know how my week's been.
You said that last episode. Get in depth. Come on.
I can't get in depth.
Yes, you can.
Kind of personal.
Yes, you can.
Uh,
You just choose not to.
yeah, I do choose not to.
Okay, well,
I choose not to do a lot of
okay, all right. Other than that portion, how else has your week been?
It was good. Other than that portion, everything went well.
That's good. That's good. Stump, any updates?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Still friend zone.
Sorry. It's a little bit of a sticky situation there. I'm sorry you're left on the short end.
I'll give up on it.
How was your week,
We're
Matthew?
good.
It was
Nobody
good.
ever asked
Thank you. Thank you. It was good. I've been on vacation. I got stung by a yellow jacket. That was the worst portion of it, but it wasn't even that bad. It didn't even hurt.
You remember that one time we was cutting grass at the house?
Yeah.
And I got stung in the neck?
Yes.
Dude, I had to leave and go buy Benadryl.
Yeah. For some reason when the bee started to sting me, I don't know why, but out of everything I could have done or said, I looked down and I said, "Why are you stinging me?" Seriously. And then I heard them swarm, and that's when my fat ass booked it. I was gone.
You should hear this dude on break whenever we're outside and there'll be like yellow jackets just swarming. He about books it out of his car every time.
I do. I'm allergic to yellow jackets.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a wuss. But yeah, when I heard them swarming, I said, "Ka-chigga!" I was gone. I was not about to be about that.
Do anything fun on your vacation?
Yeah, I mean, we went and stayed in a very luxurious teepee.
Very
Amazing experience. Highly recommend that you
I
guys
did
go
see
stay.
pictures. It looked fun.
I don't have anyone
I'm telling
to stay
you,
with.
sucks to be you. I'm telling you, dude, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's great. I mean, I know one person,
Yeah, she knows.
and I think
She knows.
doesn't her name start with an L?
Hmm.
Exactly. He's saying that he didn't have nobody he could go stay at the
You want me to
teepee
click
with.
and send it to her?
Technically, it starts with an
Lauren, hot take. Do we need to give Lauren the mic?
Technically, it starts with an A. Don't say it starts
Oh, okay. So it starts with an A,
Yep.
but we abbreviate it to L, right?
with an A. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool beans.
I guess you know her as L, not A.
Yeah. But it was awesome. I highly recommend you guys go stay in it. And, we need to give everybody an update on this. We originally were going to record an episode. And
No, we
things...
still got to.
Yeah, I mean, we will.
Things took a...
But things took a turn.
It's retreat.
And, yeah. And all of us were wrapped around a telephone pole.
I don't think it's more than a telephone pole, buddy.
Well,
We've wrapped around a redwood tree.
yeah. If you're wrapped around a redwood tree, you're wrapped around pretty damn good there,
Well,
buddy.
This is a long car.
Yeah.
We've been
This
driving
was a
one for
long car.
time.
We were going at least 80.
Yeah.
At least 80.
I like
maybe,
long
maybe
things.
like 180. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't like Stone?
What? Dude, there's a lot that's
We're
long
elbows
about.
deep in each other right now.
Yeah,
I think we're
exactly.
good.
There's a lot long about Stump.
Like what?
I already know where this is going. Change the subject
I
right
can't
now.
hit one.
Stump, what's your middle name?
What is your... Oh, wait, that's a dumb question.
Why would I just say that?
You go
I'm
by
trying
your
to-
mi- But he goes by his middle name.
I
is it
go by my
Stump?
middle name.
No, Tyler.
No, that's a
Oh,
nickname.
okay. Wait, hold on. I know his first name. I just can't remember it.
It starts with a B.
You used to work with somebody with the same name.
Brett?
Fuck no.
Not
Bernard?
Brett.
Are you pulling these names out of your ass?
Yeah, if you're watching this. Nah,
Bro said
Brett-
Bernard.
Brett's gonna watch this. I hope he texts me this part, Brett.
This is going to be
I
great.
know you're
This is
watching.
going to be great. Gosh,
It's Brandon.
Brandon, that's right. Yeah, Brandon Tyler Sharp.
There's no way you said
It's-
my government name.
It's spelled Sharpie.
Sharpie?
It's with an E.
Okay, so your name's long.
Yeah.
No, it's
See,
not.
I told you there was something. Look, if you want a mic, Lauren, we
got an
can
extra.
stop this, and we can adjust everything.
No, she's just an ad lib.
Off camera, we have Lauren. She's this guy's sister, so she'll be in an episode in the future.
She'll be
But
here
she's
one day.
she's too.
With the other one.
She's borderline antisocial, but not. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. That's cap. You're camera shy. You're not. You don't even want to sit here. You're sitting here watching us. How do you think that makes us feel?
I know.
We're over here trying to vibe, and you're like,
I'm your audience.
get the clapping. Thank you. Well, what's some interesting things that happened in sports over the weekend besides?
South
Never.
Carolina lost again.
Hey, they put up a 5.
Okay,
though.
I said interesting.
They put up a 5.
Bama almost
They
lost.
did. I mean, they put up a fight. Let's keep this straight and hold on. Whoa. Let's keep this simple. Let's talk about college first. Alabama and Carolina. What's y'all's take on it?
Bama looks bad. Carolina looked good. Carolina's
South
still
Carolina
bad.
had every
though.
opportunity.
Yeah,
to win that
Carolina's. Huh?
game. They had every opportunity to win that.
Oh
game.
yeah, absolutely. Carolina looks good but bad at the same time.
Carolina got outcoached. I don't
Oh,
think they
big
got
time.
outplayed. They played like they wanted to win. They
Yes.
just got outcoached.
Yes. If they would have chose some better plays,
The
But
Some
at the
better-
end where Sellers threw it 10 yards overdrawn.
dude, they
Threw
went
it
for a
up.
2-point conversion and he threw it to nobody.
Threw the ball
They
to
were
the
2 people
nosebleeds.
wide open too.
Like, it makes no sense. I mean, he could have done something very, he could have tried to get a touchdown. I mean, he could have done something, but no, he just
He's a
threw
good
it
runner
up.
too.
Oh yeah, he's real quick. But
Clemson's
You know.
looking good.
Clemson's finally finding their rhythm.
Yeah, Clemson does look good
They found their rhythm.
Why are you looking at me like that?
because
What's the beef between
Man,
that?
it's
Okay, we had an
Argument
argument this morning. I'm a Clemson fan, but he said Clemson was top 5.
I think Clemson's a top 5 team.
You think Clemson's a top 5 team right now?
I
Yeah.
just they're like 6 or 7, but I wouldn't put them in
Okay, if
top 5.
Clemson was to
the
play,
lowest I could argue Clemson right now is 7, and that'd be a hard argument.
if Clemson was to play Texas, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, out of those 4 games, how many do you think they'd win?
Say the teams again.
Texas, Ohio State.
I don't think they'd win any of them. I think they're 5. Those are the 4 above them.
Well, dude's smooth. He said, "Oh yeah."
I mean, yeah, but if you match Clemson up with either one of those, I don't think you.
I think they keep it close with Ohio State. I think they keep it semi-close with Oregon. I think Texas beats them by 14. Georgia beats them by 10. I don't think if they play Georgia again, it would be anywhere near the outcome as week 1. Because the Clemson week 1 and Clemson now is a completely different team.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
They've
but
switched up a lot all over.
We
the
haven't
team.
really seen them with competition since then.
I mean, realistically, he is.
I mean, I'm not
sensible.
wrong.
Yeah, but they say that every year about Clemson. And
No,
even-
I'm not dogging them. Like, yeah,
No, I
they
know,
turned it
but, like,
around, but
Even when
we
Clemson
truly
was
won't
winning
know
titles.
until they play competition.
I
That's all
agree
I'm
with
saying.
you. But even when Clemson was winning titles, people had said the same thing about them.
Yeah, but that's because that was what Clemson was known for. They were known for being good, but not good enough, and not even having a
Yeah.
schedule to prove for it.
But
They
then-
were known for that. That was
but then they
Dabo's
did.
fire.
Yeah, but then they did it, and they.
Yeah,
beat
they
Alabama
proved everybody
twice.
wrong, but they don't have that fire to fuel anymore.
I think they do have it again. I think that's what's fueling this team right now is that Dabo's pretty much telling them they're all losers.
Well, I mean,
whatever he said
schedule-wise,
worked.
I mean,
Well, yeah, whatever he said worked. I mean, this was the first touchdown they've allowed in the first quarter all season was this past week.
Yeah, they were
They've
what,
outscored
90
opponents
and
90
and
90 to nothing in the first quarter this year.
it's pretty good.
And now it's 90-7 or 97-7 in the first quarter. I think Alabama showed what was wrong with Georgia. They exposed them all night.
Well, yeah,
And Alabama hasn't looked the same since that game.
yeah.
That's the best Bama's looked all year, and I mean that's good. It was against quality.
But yeah, Bama. But you can't argue Bama still has that talent though.
Yeah, I mean, they got very, just like that receiver we talked about. That kid's crazy.
Right.
Their quarterback is crazy.
Okay.
I mean, they have such great talent, but this, just like me and Logan were talking about the other week, the games that have happened the past few weeks has shown what Alabama is without Nick Saban.
Yeah, there's a major difference between. I'm
yeah,
not
but
saying
I feel
Kalen
like he
DeBoer's a
needs
bad
more
coach.
of a. I feel like he needs more time. Because this is his
Obviously.
first
If-
year there, so it's
But I'm not
really
saying
fair to-
DeBoer's a bad coach. I'm just saying, like, this is how it shows
I
noticeable
mean,
difference.
Nick
Yeah.
Saban is
Nobody
arguably
will
the
ever-
best coach of all
Not
time.
arguably. He
Oh
is
yeah,
the best
He-
coach of all
yeah.
time.
See, dude, there was one game where Alabama was up like 50 to practically nothing. I think, I'm sure it wasn't nothing, but they were up. There was like eight seconds or so left on the time clock, and he wanted to switch the defense into nickel, and he ran out there on the field to call a timeout because they didn't switch to nickel formation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how serious
Well, I
he
mean,
takes
you
it.
got to practice stuff like that because, I mean, regardless if you're up that much, I mean, in a big game, stuff like that would matter.
Yeah,
So, I mean, practice makes perfect. So,
it does.
if you keep your team ready, they'll always be ready.
I'm always ready.
We know.
You know who wasn't ready? The Panthers.
Okay.
Here we
They
are.
didn't look- they
We
didn't
are
look bad,
rolling
though.
on to
They didn't look
NFL.
bad, though.
The Panthers haven't.
No,
Our offense is finally to the point where we can compete with teams.
the only thing that looked
Our
good was their
defense-
uniforms.
Our defense is letting us down every week.
Yeah, their defense is a little rough.
If we fix up our defense in the offseason,
Did
we could compete.
you see that play where what's their quarterback's name right now?
Andy Dalton?
Yeah, where Andy Dalton he was back in the pocket and the commentator was like, "Yeah, I think Bryce Young needs to sit behind
he
a
said, I
pro."
think it's going to do him good to sit behind a true pro. Bro throws a straight steamer to AJ Terrell.
That
And I
was so
do-
funny.
But the commentator, I swear that it's rigged.
Oh
Because
yeah,
if you notice, every time a commentator says something like that, something bad happens. Like, he done it with the Panthers like 2 weeks ago to tie the game. He says, well, Eddie Pinheiro, our field goal kicker, is perfect through the season. Let's see if he can tie the game up here. Then he missed.
I don't know. That was hilarious though. That was so funny. But they look a lot better. They have,
I mean, it's our
They're the best looking 1-win team in the league, and I'm not saying that it's like something bad.
our
But they
offense
shouldn't be a
is
1-win team.
a quarterback and maybe another receiver away.
I don't even think that. I think.
But our-
if you guys had a really solid tight end.
Well, our tight end's a rookie. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
gotta
what I'm
develop.
saying. But like, if you had like T.J. Hawkinson on that team, I think that offense would be a lot better.
But our defense, bro, where do I start? We need edge rushers on both sides of the ball.
Clowney didn't pan out. Huh?
3 corners. No,
Is
Clowney was
at
hurt.
Carolina?
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
Jadeveon Clowney?
hmm
I forget that.
He played for.
That's crazy.
He's like
I
the.
know he did, boy.
He's
I
like-
remember that boy. You
Hey,
dang it!
remember that
hit?
hit?
On Michigan. We deserved that ball.
Yeah.
That hit. Oh my!
That
dude,
was
look,
probably
Look,
the-
I'm that retarded over it. I'm getting goosebumps from thinking about it. I'm that autistic. Sorry, dude. That hit was crazy.
I've never
You
seen
said I'm
anything
that
like that.
autistic.
I'm sorry. Phenomenal.
You just got goosebumps. thinking
Dude,
about when
that
Carolina
hit was
good.
crazy.
That's how long it's been since they've been.
But
good.
Yeah,
I
that was
could-
10 years ago.
2012, I think.
12 years ago. Since
Yeah,
it was good.
yeah.
But I could tell you what's wrong with our defense right now. It's because of the formation we're running.
What formation?
We're running a 4-3,
What do they need to be running, Coach?
3-4. The reason I say that is because we had a completely different.
Am I too
In
close
order
you?
to run a 4-3, you have to have. See, when you run a 4-3, the only people that are. Well, a 3-4. We're running a 3-4 now. You only have 3 people rushing the quarterback and 4 people dropping back in coverage. Well, let me rephrase this. We're running a 4-3 right now, but I'm saying we need to run the opposite because we don't have the edge rushers this year. So when you don't have edge rushers to run that formation, it doesn't work. Because last year our defense was completely different. We had Brian Burns. Who else did we have edge rushing?
Dude, he could go on all day about this.
Marquise Haynes. Our linebackers were stacked.
Just look at the camera.
Huh?
Just look at the camera and keep talking.
Why?
Makes it feel more intimate. You're like, dude, we had a lot of D.
I'm not just going to sit here and stare at it.
No, staring to him and like really feel the audience.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I mean, we got to get more connected with our people. All 22 of them.
hey, we had 20 yesterday.
Yeah, well, no, we're at 22 now.
Yeah, we gained
Yeah,
2
yeah,
in a
yeah,
day.
yeah.
W.
Who told their friends?
It wasn't me.
It was Maggie.
You.
It was the dog. How about the Bengals? How about the Bengals?
Did they lose?
No,
No, they won. They beat New
They won
York.
17-7.
Yeah. You saw Joe Shiesty? That face he made?
Did you see his run?
Yeah.
That was
That's what I'm
the
talking
longest
about.
run of his career.
Uh-huh. He was booking it, too. Joe's got some speed on him.
For a white guy.
Yeah. It's the
He's out there
haircut.
running like Lamar.
Hey, speaking of the run, did you see Andy Dalton's run?
Nobody cares.
Dude is
about
36
the
and was boogie. No, that was at least a 30-yard run.
Is he
and
36 for real?
Yeah. He escaped the sack and ran that much too.
You guys see the player whose leg...
Oh, dude.
Aiden, I feel, bro, he shouldn't even been
His
in the
leg
game.
wrapped around his team's
Yeah.
leg.
He
If,
shouldn't have even been in the game.
if you listen,
You can hear it.
you can
snap.
hear it snap. It's so bad.
Well, I mean, you're up by 30. Why are your star players in the game?
Because it's the NFL. The NFL plays like that.
But there was no
You
reason he
wouldn't
should
know,
have been
like,
in.
as a Panthers fan, you guys don't get up by 30 very often. So.
Oh, dang.
We literally
Hey,
just
look,
did
they
2
had a
weeks ago.
flawless season.
Guess who?
The Raiders.
What was the final score to that game?
Okay, that doesn't. They scored 2 touchdowns within the past 3 minutes against our third-string defense.
You know what? It's
And
rigged.
You'll never convince me NFL's not rigged. After that Super Bowl, nah.
Dude, after everything that's going on with Kansas City, oh, yeah, for sure. And the Patriots. Like, I mean, there's been years of, like, I wouldn't say evidence.
I don't know, dude.
But
Tom
enough,
Brady may
like-
have just been that dominant.
No.
I mean, I think
I
Tom Brady
love
was
Tom
phenomenal.
Brady, but that Tampa Bay team, if Baker was there, they would have won a Super Bowl. That team was stacked, dude.
Whoa,
People
buddy.
don't understand.
If Baker was there, is a crazy statement.
How is it
Because
crazy?
they couldn't do it with Jameis Winston.
Baker and Jameis are levels ahead.
I know. I'm just playing. I like.
He's
Jameis,
doing
though.
good with them now, and it's
Jameis-
not even the same team.
Jameis is one of those quarterbacks that, like, I just want to see be successful, but I know. he's
I
never
love
gonna be.
Jameis. Bro eats the W after every game.
He should start in Cleveland. Deshaun
He
needs to
should.
take.
I
his,
think he's going to.
No.
Yeah,
they
done
paid
talked
Deshaun
about.
too much money. They might as well just tank.
They done
There's no
talked
point.
about making a quarterback change. Because Nick Chubb's fixing to come back too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Jameis Winston would make them a winning team for sure.
I wish I could talk into this much depth about NFL, but
Well, you know who Deshaun is.
I could talk NFL
Of course,
for
every-
hours.
You know what Deshaun did.
everybody knows Deshaun. Massage parlors.
You think he did it?
You know, can we even that's defamation in a way, right? Can
I
we
don't
talk
think-
about certain things like that?
I don't think he done it.
I mean, if you take his side, I guess you can.
I'll
Deshaun, I'm with you,
I'll
pal.
openly take his side.
I don't
I
think
he
honestly
did it.
feel
I
like
really
the
don't.
Texans owner done that on purpose.
No, I feel like what he was set up because he wanted out of Houston because they were mistreating their players. That's
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons DeAndre was traded because they knew he was going to leave in the offseason. So I mean, why not?
Oh Lord, the kids are fine.
Oh, well,
Don't worry, it'll be edited out.
No, leave it in.
But
They're just throwing hands in there.
yeah, I wish I could talk that much depth about, but I can't.
Deshaun really got in depth.
He did.
what are y'all? What is y'all's top 5 teams for college?
College. Jinx.
You go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mine's the most controversial.
I think mine would be controversial too, but okay. Number 1, I'd have Texas. Number 2, I'd have Ohio State.
Over the team that just beat them?
Hmm?
Over
Dude.
Oregon?
I mean,
Just
no,
plaster
I mean
them.
Oregon
Yeah,
2,
plaster.
It was like 3 points,
That
right?
was 1 point.
Oregon
Okay.
2,
Still.
Oregon 2, Ohio State 3, and I got Georgia at 4.
Ooh.
Georgia's gonna be in the top 5.
Ooh.
You know how they are with Georgia. It'll either be
This
Bama
is
or
just you
Georgia in the
personally.
top 5.
This is just your personal. This isn't committee ranking.
And
We're not board members.
We're no shit. One day.
the only reason I'm gonna
An
put
attitude
Georgia
board.
in the
Sorry.
top 5 is because I don't see them taking them out of the top 5 just because of who they are.
This is your personal opinion.
But
this isn't
I
what you think's
I
going
don't.
to happen.
5 for me is up in the air. Like I don't feel like Iowa State deserves to be as high as they are. I mean, I'll
They're
just say that
9,
right
though.
now. And I low-key, I could make a case for LSU being 5.
What about Ole
I'm just
Miss?
gonna make a case. Ole Miss.
What about Ole Miss is crazy. They're two
And
lost
you
teams.
said no, they're not.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
they
They lost
lost
to
to LSU.
Kentucky and LSU.
Well, now they are. Yeah, but you said They had the week against South Carolina. They had a bad game.
I didn't
They
say had
won
a
by
bad
20
game.
something.
I didn't say they had a bad game.
And Jackson Dart has been one of the most consistent quarterbacks.
I like
this year.
Ole Miss. I want to see them actually be successful because I like Lane.
Not
Lane's
me.
one of those coaches that tell you how it is.
Yeah.
He's not.
I have issues with one of their receivers. I got beef.
What?
Because
Oh.
he transferred from Carolina.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Do you blame him?
But the reason
No.
I put LSU at 5 is because of how difficult it is to play there, especially at night time.
Yeah.
And Clemson I would put at 6.
6.
And I'd probably put Bama at 7 right now.
So my problem is putting
But
Georgia has to go over Clemson in my opinion because
But-
they have the head-to-head.
like I said, there's only my opinion. There's only 3 spots in the top 5 that are actually set in
Yeah, it's
stone.
the top 3. It's Texas, Oregon, Ohio State.
The
Those are the
4
top
and
3
5's up in the air. It could be
And
anybody.
then 4, I'm gonna put Bama. Here's why: they beat Georgia. So if I'm gonna put Georgia in the top 5, what is tripping right now? But if I'm gonna put Georgia
It's
in the
not
top
science. It's science. Throw back to last episode, guys. Go watch it.
5, but anyway, I think Clemson's a top 5 at the lowest 7 team in the country. You can call me biased or not, but
I mean, I could see the argument for sure, but
I don't think LSU is better than them. I think if they played on neutral field, because it's not fair to say if Clemson goes to LSU and plays, obviously I think LSU would win that game. But if LSU
people
came here,
underestimate LSU though. I'm
I
telling
don't.
you.
I'm not underestimating LSU. I'm just saying
A lot of people are
yeah, that's
you know,
I-
overhype
LSU
them.
I
gets
wanna-
this hype every
Every
year.
year.
They're
They have ever
overhyped,
since Joe and all
overhyped.
them were there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Ever
gonna-
since.
Because they're a big name school and they got a good stadium that gets loud.
I'm
at
gonna
night.
give you the reason why I want to put Clemson top 5, but I'm iffy. The only reason is because obviously they're a different team since they faced Georgia, and they've turned their season around tremendously. But as of right now, we don't know what that team looks like against
I
a
agree.
top team, and
I
that
agree.
is the only reason I'm not
And
ready
they
to
don't
put them
have.
yet.
They don't have one of those games.
But
until
that's
they
what
play
I'm saying.
Pitt.
They don't have that game.
If
so.
Pitt stays hot and then Clemson goes up there, because it's an away game for Clemson. If Clemson goes there and smashes them,
then
then
I'll
you know
put
what
them.
people are going to say? I know you're not, but you know what people are going to say? Pitt's not a quality team.
Yeah.
They're now.
I mean, that's how people do Clemson every year.
Yeah, well, Pitt will be 8-1 at that point, and they'll be like, well, they're not
Oh,
really good.
they didn't deserve to be that
Yeah.
high ranked.
Oh, you got a statement?
Am I going to get a chance to say my top
Oh
5?
yeah, go for your
I
top
mean,
5.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to just quit this podcast.
It's just me and Logan's show. You're just living in
I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I might as well just. I mean, you guys are over here. Oh, well, actually.
Well,
What are your
typically-
top 5?
All right,
typically-
all right. Listen,
Okay.
you guys say his is controversial.
Oh Lord,
Listen.
we're about to put South Carolina in the top
Listen.
5.
All right, number 1, Texas, easy.
Bro's just steady hitting the sketch.
Number 2,
Number 2, brother.
possibly. Number 2, I'd say Oregon. Number 3, Ohio State. Number 4, Vanderbilt.
Okay.
But he's got South Carolina at 5.
No,
South
no.
Carolina at 5.
Oh no, they're 7. Okay, no. Number 4. Oh man.
See, this is why
You
we
know.
don't ask Matthew's input on sports.
What? I'm being logical.
You keep going.
What are we gonna do when Vanderbilt rolls up and beats Georgia? What are we
I
gonna
mean,
do?
anything's
What are we gonna
possible.
do when Vanderbilt rolls up?
Anything's possible at this
They
point.
play Texas at home after Texas.
What
plays
is
Georgia.
Vanderbilt?
Yes.
What
Hey,
are we gonna do when
Vanderbilt is 2
beats
plays away
Texas?
from being undefeated.
Yes. What are we gonna do? I mean,
Dude,
seriously.
That same Vanderbilt team that lost to Georgia State beat Alabama. That's crazy to me.
That just shows college football's insane.
It is. But I'd say for the most part, I mean, realistically, top 5, I'd agree with the lines of Logan's.
You'd
Let's
put
go.
Bama in at 4.
Nice to meet you. I mean,
He's so white.
they got a lot to prove, and they're missing a lot of key factors, and they're just missing a lot. You know, they're getting used to a new coach. Do they have a new offensive coordinator? Or is it the same dude?
They
Alabama.
do, don't they? No,
They have the same one.
Okay.
no, they do have a new one. I thought last year was Bill O'Brien.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Bill O'Brien was their OC last year, and Kalen DeBoer brought his OC from Washington with him. Their defensive coordinator's the same.
I don't know. There's
Bill
just
O'Brien
a lot of
took the
factors.
Boston College
Yeah,
job.
you're right. They kept their defense.
Because
Yeah,
remember, Bill
yeah.
O'Brien told Jalen Milroe last year that he didn't like him.
He didn't like him, yeah.
Because there's a lot of factors like that I think that's holding Alabama back right now. They're just missing a lot of the coaching.
It's crazy.
if you
how
notice-
fast, though, people can change on one team because
Oh yeah.
people were saying that. And I'm one of them. I thought Bama was the best team in the country by a mile after the Georgia game.
I mean, I still think they could be. The talent's obviously
Vanderbilt would say
there.
Otherwise,
The talent's
No.
obviously there. But, I mean, every team's going to have a bad week at least once or twice a year.
So, yeah, well, I'm getting used to like 10 years worth, buddy.
But, I mean, at least you got something to look forward to. I mean, they
What?
put up a game.
What?
Look, you
We
put up-
got who do I?
You put up a game against. They put up a game against
he
Alabama.
didn't expect that though. Now he was.
You know who we play this week?
Who?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma didn't
Oklahoma-
look good last week.
they didn't
You
look
got
good.
It's at Oklahoma.
Okay.
You think I care?
What they could go there and win that game. That's a winnable game.
Shit.
No, y'all need. South Carolina's got the pieces if they could just learn to pass the
Well.
ball. They don't pass the ball enough. That's their problem. Like you know Rocket Sanders, don't you?
You did.
He's a
Dude.
Carolina fan. Why would you ask that?
Like, he could easily get you like 10 or 8 yards a pop, and then it'll get like 3rd and
Dude's
6.
a stud. Dude's
Then
a
they
tank.
just can't pass the ball.
They
they'll
can't pass the
run-
ball. And they
they'll
have the
run them
fastest
all the way down
receiver in
the
the
field.
league. What's going on here? They got the
because
fastest receiver in the league,
people know
and
how to
they
cover
don't
fast
focus.
players.
They don't focus him enough.
They run a high
They
safety.
finally got him
before
a good. I wouldn't even say it was a great pass because he had to get his dang tippy toe in the end zone to get a touchdown.
game. Is that him?
Yeah, that was him.
You
What's
talking
his
about the big tall dude?
Nick Harbor.
Nick Harbor
yeah,
is
he's
6.
one that. Yeah,
but he's 6'5".
He's 6'6", I think.
He's a little taller than Stomp.
Facts. But I went when I seen that I went crazy.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
honestly
insane.
thought they were about to win that game.
Oh yeah, and then they recovered the onside kick. I was like, okay, cool. We
You know,
Yeah,
as a Clemson
then-
fan,
No.
I've never
Sellers
been more happy.
overthrew the receiver like 20 yards
Huh?
and got
As a
picked off.
Clemson fan, I've never been more happy.
yeah. What's new?
Because either
You
team,
text me. What was it you said? Oh my god, I was so pissed.
I think I said as a Clemson fan, I don't care.
Yeah, and I said, well, no shit.
I said as a Clemson fan, I'm happy with the outcome
Yeah,
because both teams look bad, and
Yeah.
Clemson fans don't like either of those teams.
you just wait till y'all play.
Oh, dude,
We play you
Miami.
You
guys.
should hear
We
Aaron.
play you guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have heard Aaron watching this game, dude. He says, "I hate these damn teams just as equally. I don't care who wins, but this is a damn good game." His mom is like the biggest South Carolina fan I've ever seen,
Let's go.
and he just can't stand Alabama because it's Alabama.
What's Aaron got against Carolina?
He's a Clemson
He's a
fan.
Clemson fan.
You could have chose the right side, Matthew.
No,
I gave you that option. You know.
no,
We could have hid your past, and
no. You know what's funny? I've gone to Clemson games incognito
How do you go
I have-
incognito?
he has a-
because I have a
but he has
like
a blood connection shirt.
yeah, I have a band like T-shirt from Clemson,
Mm-hmm.
and you know Logan, he's taken me out on a few dates here and there.
A few dates. Is crazy.
Yeah, we went to 2 games, and I've worn it every time.
It's crazy how
He started to gas me up too. He's like, "This guy's a Carolina fan." I looked at him. I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna get me jumped here." Little did they know, I
I've
actually
been on
was.
more dates with my boys. That's crazy.
Dude, you should. How comfortable this dude is around guys.
Who?
Dude,
You.
this?
He will flirt with his homies more than anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes to talking to a girl, he falls every time.
I don't fold.
You know, it's great too. Whenever it's like on camera and there's like proof of him doing it.
Proof of me on camera doing what?
Do I need to play it back?
No, we don't.
Exactly.
I don't know what you're
If we
talking
had
about.
video cameras at work, he probably would go to jail.
Dude, if we had video,
You're not. You would be with me, bud.
if we had video cameras in the car, oh,
What are you talking about?
it'd be done.
What are y'all doing in the car?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna ask.
Nah, dude, we'll just be sitting there. He'll just, you know, like,
Caress.
So I like to put
Yeah.
my arm on the center console, but sometimes it slides off. Like because when you ride with me, we're typically going fishing. Why are you licking your lips? The roads are a little curvy where we go, you know?
I really hope everybody thinks this is pretty funny, 'cause I think we're the only ones laughing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, damn. Moving on, whatever. You know,
Okay, what are y'all's? Well, you probably won't know
Look.
much about NFL, but what are you?
NFL,
Top
top
five
five
NFL
teams. Well, obviously, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it's hard for me to rank
I love Joe
NFL teams. I'd have to put.
Oh, here we go.
It's gonna be controversial, but I could argue
Bro's gonna pick
that
Panthers.
Lions are number one in the league. right
Panthers.
now. No, I'm not delusional.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna put the Lions at 1,
Well, the Lions. Hey, I can agree with
and
that.
I got the Chiefs at 2.
2.
Do you have to make fun of?
Logan, you know
everything
how
I
many
do?
words you mispronounce this podcast?
I know, I've noticed.
Like the whole like every episode,
I've been
you
Nah,
stutter.
this dude
I've been
pisses
waiting
me
on you to
off.
say something. You don't.
Well, I
Hold
mean,
on.
we push past it because we're nice people, but you're over here calling him out because
Anyway,
he's
Now
stuttering.
that he said
Buddy,
something,
we're 30 minutes in, and we haven't left the second
Hold
time
on,
yet, so
good.
let's keep it pushing.
now that you said something, I'm gonna speak my mind.
Oh,
Because
shit.
this dude will make fun of me the entire podcast, and bro had the audacity to tell me the other day the one joke I said pissed him off.
I don't,
Logan,
What's the one joke you said?
what was it?
we were making fun of him and Aaron at the same time or something.
I'll find it and I'll send
and
it to
you
you.
said that they needed a crane to lift him down in the hospital to do something.
Nah, it's something he
and
said.
I just agreed. And
No,
he got
no,
pissed
no,
off
Something
at
he
him.
said or
It's
something
something
I
Stump
said.
said. I have the clip. I'll find it.
I
and
was
send it to you.
no. He said something about a crane, and I said beep
No.
beep beep, and he said it pissed him off. But he can make fun of me the entire episode.
No, that's not what I said. I said that you guys drug it out for 30 minutes.
I
The
didn't.
entire
I
episode
didn't.
was the same thing.
I didn't.
I don't remember it being 30 minutes.
You did. You joked that one joke out for
It was-
about 10
Oh,
minutes.
dude, that's
It was
funny.
the one with the other dude here.
Damn. The other
I'm
dude.
just playing Ronnie.
True. You know,
But anyway, going back to NFL teams, I got Lions at 1, Chiefs at 2. I got Cowboys at 3. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I honestly couldn't rank NFL.
So why'd you even bring it up?
It's on
well, I
the
mean, can you
board.
go ahead?
Yeah. Chiefs 1, Lions 2, Ravens 3, Minnesota 4.
I mean,
Shit,
Commanders.
No. Commanders are
Houston?
top 7. Yeah,
Houston?
probably Houston. Houston,
Yeah,
look,
probably
Houston's
what I
look
would
good.
go with.
Since when did Russell Wilson go to the damn Steelers?
He's been there for a
He's
while.
been there. Oh, you.
I didn't see him
But
right
he,
away.
He hasn't played.
Yeah,
He's
he,
been
well,
hurt.
he made a debut.
Yeah.
What, yesterday? Was it
They should have
yesterday?
played them. I don't know. Did they
When
win?
did
They
he throw
won,
an
though.
interception?
I think they won yesterday.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. What do y'all think about the SpaceX catching the Falcon?
Yeah, I like that
Houston.
smooth transition stuff.
That was very good. Very good
really
space in between. It's amazing. It's phenomenal.
I don't even know anything about it. Logan just sent me a video of it.
This guy.
It is a jump in technology and how we're advancing in space travel, and how we're going to continue to, make that trip to Mars one day.
Would you go to Mars?
Me?
Yeah.
Shit, no.
Would you go to the moon?
There ain't Zaxby's up there. I ain't going.
Of course. That's all I'm worried
Facts.
about.
Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A, I ain't going.
Yeah, no, not happening.
Would you go to the moon? Like
Yeah.
just for a weekend?
Yeah. Well, ooh. Yeah.
Speaking
yeah.
of that.
Is that a weekend trip?
Yeah, I think you.
Something funny?
I
How long does it take to get to the moon?
don't know,
Lauren, you're
that's it.
scared of the moon, you know.
You're scared of the moon?
Yeah, she's.
Will you look and see how long it takes to get to the moon?
What? Anyway.
Hurry.
Do you honestly feel like we've ever been to the moon?
Hold on,
Yes.
we're trying to see.
I don't think so.
You think we went?
Yeah, I
for it?
think
The
we
only
went, yeah.
reason I don't think so is because that picture with Lance Armstrong,
Yeah.
the damn American flag in the back was waving.
I
Just
think
call him Lance.
Is it not Lance or is it
Lewis, I think.
Louis Armstrong.
Lewis? Yeah, Lewis Armstrong. Lance was the bicycle dude.
3 days.
So 3 days. So
Okay,
you
so-
just need like a week off of work.
Yeah.
Lance was the bicycle dude.
What?
Yeah.
We're talking about space, pal.
Anyway,
I would go. Would you?
No,
No.
I'm not.
I
Going.
meant to stay on Earth. Clearly.
Bro's got to maintain gravitational pull.
I wasn't gonna say
This
it,
was
but
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, both of yours.
I didn't-
Damn.
oh, no, that
Both
was
of
a
yours
good
were.
There's too many Armstrongs.
I didn't say his name, thank you.
Me
Anyway,
and Matthew kept quiet.
I don't think
I ain't
we
gonna
ever
speak
went.
about something I don't know too much about.
I don't think we ever went.
I think
That picture, the American flag is waving in the back.
well, I mean, if you
And
move
that
something in
can't happen
space,
on the
Well, you know,
if you
in,
move something in space,
in a picture,
it-
nothing moves. So it was a video
But
you're talking about.
you could see. Look up the picture and you'll see.
But
I don't think the space race. Was
I think
real.
we went to the moon. It's just we didn't go when we claimed we went.
Yeah, I don't
We
think the space race
claimed
was real.
we went just so we would be the
We would
first
win.
ones and we would win.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. We've been there since,
Yes.
but I don't think the space race was ever a real thing.
You guys
I mean,
ever?
it might have been, but like it.
What?
Do you guys ever look? If you want a mic, we can hook this up.
Okay, no.
What was
Um,
your
We'll talk about it after.
Do you guys think we will ever live on Mars?
No,
No.
not
Never?
not in our lifetime. I don't think it's possible. But they did just
You don't
find.
think? You don't
They
think
found
Elon?
another planet
They-
that's
they
the
found-
exact same as Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
About it.
very far away.
Yeah.
But it's far, far
But
away.
It's
didn't they
Planet
find-
X.
They
yeah.
found another one too. Did
No,
they
didn't
not?
they find ice on Mars or an
Yeah.
underground lake the other day?
I believe so.
I think so.
You just found water on
There's
The water means that the planet's you can live there.
Yeah.
It would work.
But that planet we're talking about is Planet X, if I'm not mistaken, and it's basically just like Earth.
Yeah.
Has from images and what they can kind of tell, they say it looks like it has the same ecosystem. Now, do you guys think there's life on that planet? You guys think there's life on any other planets?
I used to. but
I don't know. That's I don't know.
I don't know. I sound crazy probably saying that all life is on Earth, but
Well, I mean,
I
you
feel
got to
like it
think
is.
if aliens are out there, we would be aliens to them. So
You
what's
know,
there to say that they're not out there somewhere?
a lot of people spend too much time thinking about life being out there. But like I've said before, the scariest thing is what if we are the only life?
yeah, that's scary.
That's
than if
far.
there's a-
That's scary to think if we are the only life in the universe that is
But,
forever expanding.
I feel like
Yeah.
if there was life out there, the amount of study they do in space, somebody would have found it. But that's
Yeah.
a branch. of
Going off the
military.
topic, you know what scares me? NASA quit discovering the ocean to go visit space.
Yeah.
Exploring, not discovering.
Well, explore.
Mhm.
But I've always wondered why they stopped and what they saw to make them stop. That's what scares me.
We've
you
only
ever seen-
discovered.
We've only discovered like 7%.
Yeah, I
of
think
the-
I think it is about 7% of our
They
ocean.
that
know more
scares
about
me.
space than the ocean.
That
Yeah.
scares me because we really do not know what's out there.
That's good. That's why I don't swim in the ocean. I mean, I'm not a swimmer.
I mean, I would say I go ankle deep, but that ain't that far.
Bro's at drowning level right there. If he goes ankle deep. But
You should see him walk through a puddle.
oh, that'd be great. But yeah, that's a lot of people get tunnel vision on, life outside of Earth. Like, oh, what if we're the only life there is?
Yeah, that's
That's.
pretty scary.
That
Well,
is.
it's not really scary though. I mean,
I mean, think about it. Think about
if you look at it as the
If
religion aspect,
we-
it's not really as scary.
if we're the only life out there. That means whatever happened here
Stays.
is very valuable, and
I mean, that just makes, if there's nothing out there, that just makes religion like an even bigger thing.
yeah, I mean it does, but space is interesting to say the least. There's so much you could talk about it. You guys ever heard of time dilation?
No,
Never?
never.
So they say that time dilation is basically the time is warped from here and on that other planet where there could be time dilation. Time is faster there on that planet than it is on Earth. So a few seconds on that planet could be like 7 years or
Is
5
that where
years.
you age different, pretty much?
Yes. And I mean there's theory, and I think there is evidence of time dilation. And another scary thing to think about too is time isn't just a made up thing. Time is a legit thing that it exists.
Yeah.
It isn't something that humans just did to
Don't
keep
we
track
have like
of.
a world clock somewhere?
I mean, we do, but that's just something that
That was
humans have. But
Yeah.
I mean, time is an actual a physical thing when it comes to certain things. So I think the way they said time dilation works is when you are near like a black hole, the time and the space like band is warped, and it causes the time to accelerate and
Well, isn't time different on every planet now? Like
yeah.
Well,
years.
wouldn't-
and stuff are
Yeah,
different on
years
every
it is,
planet.
but
Wouldn't it be that way for dogs too? Like for living with us?
I mean,
Because technically they age faster than we do.
yeah, well, I mean that's just their biology. Like
They're
that,
just a dog.
they're just, animals. A lot of animals age differently. Some age very slow, some age very fast. But time dilation is pretty scary if you really think about it, because essentially it's a way to travel to the future. If you were able to go to a planet where the time was dilated, I guess that'd be the right word to use for it. And then come back to Earth. I mean, you'd come back to Earth years ahead.
Do you believe time travel can exist?
I don't.
I think to the future, yes. The past, no. There is equations that prove time travel is possible.
Yeah.
Not traveling to the
You
past,
just
though.
have to beat the speed of light, don't you?
That's what they think.
But wouldn't that reverse time not send it ahead if you're traveling faster backwards?
So, I think from my understanding, what I've kind of looked into it, so if let's say you're traveling around the Earth at normal speed, like right now, you start out 60 miles an hour going around the Earth, then you slowly start to speed up and slowly start to speed up. That time that you're in from when you start, that's the time you started, but everything else around you, I guess would.
Well, it would stop if you're moving faster than.
Yeah, I mean it's very confusing because
I wouldn't necessarily say it would stop. It
wouldn't stop.
It
It wouldn't
seems
stop,
to you
but-
as if it would stop.
Yeah, but to you, and then that would speed up your process.
But it would,
of-
it'd speed up.
So
the process
technically,
of-
say you started on a Monday, and you went around the Earth 5 times at the speed of light. Just say that now it's Friday, but it only took you 30 minutes. That's the only way time travel seems realistic. I don't think you could travel 50 years in the future and then come back.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could. I don't know.
They
I don't know enough about it.
I don't know. I feel like if it was a real thing, you could only. I don't know of how you would get back. Is my thing.
Yeah. But like I said, that goes back to like the equations, and like there is equations out there that prove that traveling to the future is possible. But there's never been an equation that comes up to where traveling in the past is possible. It never works.
Yeah.
If
Which
they could
is-
prove time travel works, would you do it?
No.
Why not?
Hell no.
What if they could
Well,
guarantee you to come back?
Life
not
is
try
too
it?
valuable
No.
to waste.
I don't want to go
In
to
my
a
opinion.
future and see something that I
Wouldn't want to.
wouldn't want to be happy to see.
Yeah, that's my.
I don't want to jump in the future.
I mean,
and-
what if you fast forward
Sometimes I wish I
10
could see
years
the
or
future.
so, and everything's completely different?
What if everybody
Then-
around you's gone?
Then if you get back,
You
you're
know?
just gonna be regretting
Well,
going.
then I
yeah, and
know.
you're gonna be depressed.
You're gonna be depressed.
Nah,
knowing
I'll
what's
try
coming.
and fix it.
Jeez.
There's no way to fix it if it's
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
Nah, I mean,
Or you
if
could
I-
just make a big thing, be like, "I time traveled and this is about to happen," but nobody would believe you.
Yeah, and then when it starts coming true.
Now maybe we should listen to it.
But I would get rich.
That's
off
how the
sports
world
betting.
is now, though.
I would literally get rich off of sports betting.
Dude,
Isn't
plan
there
it
a
all.
movie on that?
He would
Or
look
am I
up
tripping?
all the past wins.
I
He'd
could have
bet-
swore there's a
dude,
movie
you'd be-
on that.
You'd be rich.
I
You'd be
know.
set for life.
Or
You'd be
like-
good
Dude,
to go.
time traveled.
Or
He
like
bet
next week
a bunch
winning
of money.
lottery numbers.
Oh yeah,
That's something easy.
something simple. It'd be. I mean, if you were able to travel in the future, I mean, I think a lot of people would do it.
I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't think I would.
But I mean,
Because I
me
wanna-
personally, I would not.
I'd want to come back.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, I'd be scared to see what.
Because wouldn't that mean that if you go into the future, you would have to be stuck if there's no way
If
to
it,
come back?
if it,
But then
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
that
would.
mean that there's 2 of you in the future, technically?
I mean,
no,
your
no,
present-
because your present self
your
was traveling
present
to the
self
future,
is-
therefore you didn't exist in the past.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to think about. Like,
So your
It-
your present self is now your future self.
You know, you ever lay down and like think deeply about life and space? I mean, I
this
mean,
is
I
like
do
the
it.
definition of shower thoughts.
I mean, have you guys ever? Have you ever brought yourself to a sort of understanding, like you think you understand life, but
Yeah.
then at the same time,
There's
there's
so
something
much
that
of our own
prevents you
world
from
that
you
we know
fully
nothing
understanding
about.
it. There's something that still prevents you from understanding it fully.
There's so much about our world we know nothing about, and it's weird to think about.
Yeah, and we probably won't ever find out.
Well, and the way our government is, even if let's just say, even if they did discover aliens, they would never tell us.
Yeah.
Because did you see that YouTube we watched, Sherman and Rugg and them?
Yeah.
This dude, he swore on everything. A UFO landed in his backyard, and he looked them in the eye. And he said he called everybody, and they were people, FBI agents and everything, in and out of his house for weeks. And they wouldn't let them talk, and they were random, like, blacked out Suburbans constantly roaming beside his house and telling him who he could and who he couldn't talk to.
Didn't the Pentagon just release files last year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've released a lot of files on unidentified flying objects,
Well, I never heard
and they
about it.
changed the name from UFO to something else. I can't remember
Is
what
it?
they changed it to, but they released a lot of files on it.
Is it not crazy to y'all how futuristic and stuff our cameras are? But every time it comes to something like UFOs and Bigfoot or whatever.
Bigfoot
quality-
I mean, you got pictures of Aaron in your camera roll.
But I'm just saying, when it's stuff like that, the quality is always to the point you can't make out what it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the times it's because it's caught on trail cameras,
Yeah.
and like it's
Yeah, but I
Grandpa's
mean, even
trail
our trail
camera.
cameras are
Even-
insanely good
Have
now.
you not seen our
Grandpa's trail
cameras?
camera's not as good, but like new generation trail cameras. Grandpa still got the one from 2005.
Yeah, I got that one from Dick's Sporting Goods. Black Friday deal.
I don't know. That's why my papa's the way he is. My papa won't feed into nothing this generation has to offer. He won't buy a new phone. He still has a flip phone. He will not upgrade.
He's going to be the one person that has a cell phone when everybody else is get.
Yeah.
Need to make a phone call. Yeah, he's got you covered.
Oh.
You ever been probed?
What?
Whoa!
Have you?
Okay.
No, I'm
you're
just
gonna
asking.
you're
Like,
gonna
you know,
have
all
to
that.
explain yourself
No,
on
okay.
that one.
Look, we're talking about space, aliens, sorts of things like that. Do you guys believe in all that?
What, aliens?
Getting probed?
No, you know how aliens they'll abduct people. They'll probe them.
Hey, you ever heard the story about the logger that said they were coming home one night and a bright light flashed over them and they drove off the road into a ditch or something and they went to find it and one of the loggers got abducted and they
No.
had him for 24 hours and dropped him off right back where he was on home.
No,
And he said that
What do they do when they abduct you?
that's
his
why I asked
story-
if you ever been probed.
No, I haven't.
Okay, good.
his story was that they stripped him down to just his underwear, laid him on the table, and studied his body.
You know, I've
Like,
heard
they
that.
they
I've heard
researched
that.
his body, and they took samples off of his skin and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then they made sure he was fine, like healthy and.
Well, I
healthy.
mean, if you think
And
about it, that's
everything
not
else. Yeah. And he
that's
said-
not really out of the ordinary, though.
What? Yes, it is.
I-
Imagine
I'm
you're
just saying for
riding home.
them.
Is that
Like-
why your girl won't talk to you?
No, I'm just saying, like, for them, they'd obviously want to, like, get more understanding of.
Yeah, cool, but do it in a better way. But he said they look
Well,
like the
yeah.
typical alien. Like they look like what they look like in the movies, is what he said.
Do they just look green?
You know, Neil
I don't remember. if
Neil
he said they
deGrasse
looked like-
Tyson. That's his name, I believe.
Yeah,
He
your dog creeps.
he
me out.
think yeah, I know. He thinks that what would be the point in studying humans?
Yeah.
Or no, actually, I think it may have been what's his name? Joe Rogan.
It was probably.
Yeah, it was probably Joe Rogan. I think he said
Can you
this.
do a Joe Rogan impersonation?
No, I can't.
Like the bison?
Oh, Maggie, your breath stinks.
Maybe one day. But Joe Rogan was talking about why would aliens want to study humans? Because, I mean, we are a screwed up species.
Maybe they just want.
I mean, we're
Well, I mean, it's not even
selfish.
that, but I mean, we're kind of fascinating for them, in a way, like they are.
Well,
to
if you
us.
think about it, they're nothing like us. They're tall, lengthy,
They not
green
like
creatures.
us. They not like us.
Okay,
Alright.
don't get
I had to
Kendrick
throw it in there.
free cloud.
No, that ain't. No, that was. Damn. Sorry, buddy. That didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
You know how I feel about catfishing. That really didn't make me happy.
The one song he dropped in the past 5 years,
He dropped
Beast with Drake, and
he
it
dropped 4
instantly
songs
hits.
on my goat and this my goat.
But
I say sorry.
nobody else says it. Why should I have to? Anyway, probing. Aliens.
Probing.
You sound like you want to be probed.
Do you want to?
Logan, will you be an alien for Halloween?
No, I won't.
Damn. That'd be
I mean,
all right.
honestly,
Anyway.
doesn't sound like a bad idea.
All right, let's reel it back in, catch back up. Where were we?
I mean, I think that's a good time to wrap it up on that.
Matthew getting probed.
Unless you want to get more in depth with the aliens.
No, I don't have nothing to say about aliens because I don't want to be driving to work one morning.
Do you believe them?
looking at me. I really don't. I used to, but like, the more I think about it, I just don't think it's possible for life to be out there.
Do you
Well,
Like, I mean, like,
believe in aliens?
I'm gonna say I don't. I'm gonna say I don't know. The reason I say that is because our government is so. They're so corrupt. We would never know anyway.
yeah, until you meet one.
Well, yeah. But that's like people over here saying that the government couldn't have put the dry ice in the hurricane. I don't want to believe that they did, but with how corrupt they are, why wouldn't they? And they literally showed a satellite image of a freaking plane going over that same line for 7 hours that day.
This is all Stump saying this. If the government's listening, I have no involvement.
Yeah, I mean, it's me, obviously, but I'm just saying, we would never know anything, so why worry about it?
Yeah.
Don't worry,
I'm
Stump. I
not-
won't let them find you.
I'm going to have an FBI agent knocking on my door tomorrow.
No. Here in a few weeks, we're gonna have a new son. He can fit in the booster seat.
Whatever.
Whatever. You know I don't mean it. I don't mean to cause no harm. Well, I guess we
I'm
can.
used to it by now.
I guess we can wrap it up. That was a pretty decent episode.
I think
Decent
that was
was
a
good.
good episode.
Never
For what
listened to
it
Stump
was.
cry about the Panthers.
Yeah.
All
I
the
didn't
fun.
say much about him.
But you carried on for 5 minutes
No, I didn't.
about 3-4 and 4-3 and how good their D wasn't.
We got a special episode coming up here in a few weeks. Real special.
We do?
We do?
Yes, real special.
Why
It-
are we just...
Oh, we do.
It
We
isn't. It isn't going to be next episode.
do. It'll be the
I'm
one
a
after.
co-host and I
It-
know nothing about that. What are
It'd
we doing?
be the episode the following week of Halloween.
What are we doing?
It'll be the Friday after Halloween
Yeah.
that it's posted.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all don't talk to me about nothing.
Well,
Hell, dude, we messaged group chat last night and you took 45 minutes to reply.
Okay, there was a reason I was pissed off.
womp womp. We
Well,
didn't
not-
do nothing wrong. You
Y'all
act like
didn't.
You act like a woman. Like your friend made
Oh
you
Lord,
mad.
here we go.
Oh, I act like a woman.
No boy.
Nah,
Let's keep it pushing.
never mind. I'm not going to say nothing.
Y'all better look. Let's keep it nice and friendly here, well, family. Anyway, we'll cut it out. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll see you the following week with a
A really
special episode. We can't wait to see y'all.
That Stump has no idea about.
Peace out.
I'm not going to be here.
Oh, you have to be.
How long was that?
54 minutes.
Oh my balls! Fuck. Sorry.
What did you do? Sit up too fast?
Damn.
You sat on.
I think